So the other day, a woman that I've been seeing, we were hanging out together, she started randomly just like fixing my bed, right? So like I didn't ask her to do this or anything. It was like I was in the bathroom and I came back and like, or I looked and she was like making the bed and like folding up the blankets and like making it look good because I'm a guy, so I probably didn't do it the best or do it at all, and it probably looked sloppy, and she was adding like her girl touch to it, if you want to call it that. And I smiled, and she was like, "What are you smiling at?" And she had no idea that like I found it attractive. Right? So like she was completely blind to the fact that like she didn't have to do anything in that moment other than like be a woman and just like do something that small. And I thought for a second, I was like, okay, if she was completely blind to like how attractive that was to me as a man in that moment, I started to think for a second, I'm like, how many things do guys do that are actually super attractive to a woman, but they don't even know, and they don't even know when to demonstrate it or how to demonstrate it. So because of that one instance today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you 3 subconscious turn-ons that you can demonstrate as a man that is going to make any woman super aroused, super turned on, and actually trigger real life attraction simply from you just being a man. Now, today's MBT Celeb Spotlight is from Sean. He goes, "Seriously, Casey, all these techniques work. I keep applying what I'm learning and it's working like a charm." You can see in his text message below, he has set up a date with a woman and he's super excited. So because I watch guys in my inner circle get results like this every single day, after this video is over, be sure to go down below and check out the MBT webinar. It's a free behind the scenes 2-hour presentation that I put together for you. It's going to completely change your life, so be sure to check that out once this video is over. All right, this is going to be long, and I have a lot of notes that I want to cover, but if you stick with me, rest assured your dating life is going to be far superior to the majority of men out there. So the very first, subconscious turn on is going to be fixing something in your own life that's broken, and this could be small or big. When you're in front of a woman at all times, you want to be performing. If a woman looks at you as somebody who is lackadaisical, right, or does not have that spark, right, that a man needs, it's going to very much kill your attraction. When you're fixing something in your life, do not ask for help. All you have to do is sit back and let her watch, okay? But here's the catch to this. Never, ever, 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 ever try to fix a woman's emotions. Here's what I mean by this. What men will oftentimes do when they're with a woman is they will try to look at the woman, or they'll look at the interaction that they have with the girl, and they say, hey, what is it that I can help her with? This is the wrong way to look at things. Here's what I can tell you. Word for word, I have, if dating, just know that women want to be heard, acknowledged, or validated. Very rarely do they want help. So 9 times out of 10, when past clients have came to me or men have came to me and they've been the fix-it man in their relationship or in their marriage, where if their woman's emotions are, off the wall, or if their woman feels a certain way, he's constantly trying to fix it and reassure her that he's there for her. That is the quickest way to kill attraction. Your woman that you're with does not want to watch you try to fix her emotions in any way, shape, or form. She just wants to be heard. Okay, she just wants to know that her emotions are validated, right? So if she's having a bad day, a simple hug, right, for a couple minutes, or letting her sit with you for a little bit, that's more than enough to help her, because she's not looking for a real life solution. She's just looking to be heard. So keep that in mind. Very rarely does a woman actually want help in her personal life unless she comes to you directly and says, hey, help me with this. If that happens, okay, cool. You now have permission to take that lead in that aspect of her life. But until you see that green flag, never do that. So what I have here, the number one flaw that guys have when trying to fix things, is men try to fix issues in her life even though his own life is completely broken. Let that sink in. Men try to fix issues in her life, even though oftentimes his own life, mentally, spiritually, physically, emotionally, is completely broken. This makes her not feel safe. What it looks like then is it looks like you are putting her needs before yours. Therefore, what she's going to look at you as is a weak leader. Therefore, it's going to completely turn her off and close off attraction. So do not make that one flaw. When you fix something in your own life, whether it be big or small, it looks like you can perform. Always be a man who can perform. This is how women work. When she sees a man just operating as a man, it's attractive. But if you reverse it and now you fix something big in your life, right? Let's say a woman watched you go through hardship or suffer, or maybe you have stories about maybe how grueling something was when you were first building your business or building your career, but now she sees, what you've accomplished or what you've built. It looks like you're a man who can perform. The second subconscious attraction trigger that you have to know exists is when the man puts himself and his purpose first. So when I say purpose, what this is you walking inside of God's calling. Okay, for those of you where you've been hustling for years and years, or you've been working hard for years and years and you're not seeing the fruits of your labor pay off, you're in the wrong calling. Very rarely can you outwork what you were actually put on this earth to do. Your job is to probably take a step back and find that calling and walk in alignment with that, because when that day comes, you will never work hard or hustle another day in your life. You're truly doing what you were meant to do. That's a topic for a different discussion though. However, okay, let's just dive into this. A man who puts himself and his purpose first. That means any situation when a woman is around you, okay, the first thing that you're asking, okay, is how will this situation affect me? Not how will this affect us. How will it affect us as a secondary or an afterthought? But the first thing you need to be asking is how will this affect me? And here's why. If your first thought is how will this affect me, it shows strength, okay? It shows just a little bit of potentially self-centeredness. And even though most people look at that as a negative connotation or a negative character trait, here's what will happen. This will make her feel safe. It will make her feel safe because it looks like you're a guy who can think rationally. And she knows if you're a man who chooses the best outcome for him, oftentimes by default, since she is in your life, what will happen is this will actually help the best outcome for her as well because she is with you. A woman knows on a deep down primal level that the better your life gets, the better her life naturally gets, okay? This is why not only is it important to consistently perform, but this is very important to make sure that if you are with a woman, you have a woman who's supportive, right, there for your mission and along for your ride. Because as you build whatever it is in life that you're building, when the fruits of your labor come from that, or when like fruit is produced in any way, shape, or form, she knows that if you genuinely love and care for her, she knows that if you genuinely desire her, she can feel safe with you and she can feel validated when she's by you, right? When she does get a sliver of your attention, or when she does get any of your attention, it means something because she's been along with you on that ride. That's going to be very important to her and it makes her feel safe. So this is on like a very deep level once again. At all times, a woman wants you to do what is 100% best for you because she knows naturally that if you do what is best for you, if she follows your lead, it will automatically be what's best for her. And the third attraction trigger that majority of men are completely blind to is exerting raw physical energy as a man. A woman wants to watch you exert raw energy. A woman, in short, wants to watch you sweat. She wants to watch you sweat. She wants to watch you suffer. She wants to watch you perform. Okay, those of you who maybe you are in a long-term relationship or you're even married and you're sitting back all day on the couch watching TV and she never watches you either do something like maybe take up boxing or take up a jiu-jitsu class and physically exert your will, or she's never watching you work out or perform, okay, this is not going to be good. A woman wants to watch a man suffer because she knows that when a man suffers, naturally he's going to build back stronger. Think about this at a very simple level. If you're in the gym and you do just a massive leg day, you're in there for an hour and a half squatting, whatever. The next day you're sore, right? You've suffered. You've broken down all that muscle tissue. But what happens in that regrowth? What happens in that rebuild once you've broken down all that muscle tissue? You build back stronger. A woman knows that when a man suffers, he comes back stronger. If you come back stronger, you're now going to be a better protector, a better provider, right? A better support system, a more stable man for her. So this might sound like selfish where you think, oh man, this is only for her, but it's not. It's not selfish due to the fact that you're actually nurturing yourself and your own masculinity. A woman wants to watch you sweat. A woman wants to watch you exert raw physical energy. When this happens on a primal level, she finds this super arousing. And I'm going to give you a couple examples, okay? So this later one might be kind of graphic. Whatever. You need to learn and understand how this works. Like you will see like a woman on like a primal level, especially when you have her like fully seduced in your frame or she fully loves you. This is super important, okay? If you're lifting weights, let's say, and you hit like a big PR and you're completely sweating and you're taxed, right? It's like she got to watch you accomplish something. But that's you exerting physical energy or physical effort into the world towards your own goal. Another way that this will turn a woman on a primal level is like, let's say you and a woman were sleeping together, right? Or you and a woman were having sex. She wants to feel everything like about you. Like, not only is it attractive to her that you guys are doing the things in bed, that is the act, right? Or just the basic level of what sex is. But like when a woman watches you exert that effort into her, I know this sounds crazy, but it's like the biggest turn on. Like, she wants to feel you sweat, right? She wants to feel you breathe, right? She wants to feel that connection and that closeness, right? When you exert that energy into her, it turns her on. So a lot of guys, you think that like if you are around a woman and she sees you like at a spot where you don't look your best or you don't smell your best, right? If you did something hard, those are things that are super attractive to a woman because on a primal level, you look and perform and feel like a man. And if you can do those things when you're around a woman, she's going to find it extremely sexy and be very turned on. So those are 3 attraction triggers that majority of men do not even know exist. These are 3 attraction triggers that can really help you, right? Turn a woman on, or make sure that the woman that you're with or you're dating or you're married to loves you. And what this will do is this will help your own confidence because you're tapping into your organic primal masculinity. This is the key to being great with women and never trying a single day in your life. This is the key to being great with speaking to women, and you never have to think about game or tactics or any of that ever a day in your life. Like, this is the essence of what it means to be a man instead of act like being a man. And if you can do that, it's going to be very sexy to a woman. If you like this video, hit the like button. Be sure to check out that MBT webinar down below so that way masculine behavioral techniques can completely change your life. We'll see you in the next one.